It's in the game. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. First down and still motoring. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. They're going to run it. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Breaks an open space. Who's in the clear? They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
Well, this is what the offensive coordinator told us yesterday, Chris, in our production meeting. They thought they had an advantage up front with the line of scrimmage, and on this opening drive, we continue to see the offensive line and this back putting up positive yards.
Looking downfield, it's Gee. Looking right, this one caught. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Toss play to the outside. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. When everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football, this offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down mark. So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down, aggressive start. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
The offense starts this drive in the shadow of their own end zone. Back to throw. It's Sorsby. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Big throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. And with one explosive play there across midfield, first down at the 49. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Turner. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. It's third down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Boy, third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. Got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Needs a completion here on fourth down. He dumps it off to the tight end. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. The offense with three tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. On the toss play, runner moving left. He's got the first and still going. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. To throw, it's Gee. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And there's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So quickly reach the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. As we get lined up here for quarter number two, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Now here's the toss play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield with no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. Now the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Mental mistake by the defense. That'll cost him 5 yards. They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Back to throw. It's Gee. Caught by the receiver. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
It's a new set of downs, and it's first and goal for the offense. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will be a return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown, but they begin the drive with excellent field position. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Jacobs.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a 3rd down.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. The pocket breaking down. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
Trying for a 4th down completion. And he's brought down. A sack will end it. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Catch made on the right side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And look at this, the fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Quick throw, the catch is made. The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short. But only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly,
They've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Has a path to the end zone.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Automatic on the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. An outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. Caught! He's wide open. Look out. We finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Caught over the middle. It's Chavez. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? It's a quick grab. That gain moves the ball to the 17. 1st down.
That's another huge gain for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. Grab down the middle. It's Finley. He'll go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the 1st. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Launching one to the end zone. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. The coverage team brings him down in the final play of this 1st half. Minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10.
We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Picks up the first, looking for more. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Inside the 10.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
Will take over. First and 10.
Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. It's a toss to the left side.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Gee. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Now on third and very long, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
When a defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback, third down, critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll throw it now. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the clear.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, knocked right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time.
Will take over. First and 10.
Offense comes out to start this drive. He'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Here's the second down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, it's Gee. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
I
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in a national title would have been must-see TV. But, man, this defense, they have won that battle the entire game, and they enjoy a nice lead because of that.
Punt team ready to boot it away. The returner is brought down. There is a flag on the field, so we'll check out this call. Got to make sure the guy's allowed to make the fair catch before you hit him. Very obvious call there. On first down, it's play action. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Down by the receiver. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Boy, the slant route is already a difficult pass to defend in man coverage, but especially against a receiver like that. Man, good luck. Big receiver, they can use their body to shield the defensive back from the ball.
And looking for a big play here. Hauls it in outside the 10 and still running.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
He escapes the pocket. Fires it on the move. He's got it in the open. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Makes the catch. Second effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Takes the toss and heads left. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Now this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And he will be stuffed for no gain. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter. Pretty good chance it's going to come down to the final possession. Which guy can step up and make plays as we head to the fourth quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. To the air, it's Gee. Looks to the left, pass caught. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. Crucial, 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a one-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
The offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
2nd down, we're going to throw it, bringing pressure. That's incomplete. The attempt at trickery does not work. That'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? To throw, it's Sorsby. Looking deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on 4th down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
And out comes the offense, set to take over here. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be 1st and goal.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense slowing them down.
2nd and goal for the offense. complete. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Oh, and he's got some space here. It's a very nice return before stepping out of bounds. Puts the offense in nice position to start the drive. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. And he's going to get swarmed. The defense all over that Wildcat look. Didn't work at all.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Going backwards to open up this series. 2nd down and 16 now. Back to pass. It's Sorsby. Tries to get it to the running back. Nice grab. It's Turner. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. With the catch, it's Turner. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Jacobs. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here we go. A crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Back to pass. It's Sorsby. Looking for the wideout. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring for a big play. He'll hand it off. It's a nice game. He'll move the football up to the 27.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Moves out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down. Comes up short.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Getting set. Here's second down. It's a run to the left. Going up for the first down at 37.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
We'll see what the play call is as the offense begins its final drive. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down after that previous play. Looking to throw. It's Gee. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. He lets it go. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. On the move now. He's going to take off here. Inside the 35. Scoops out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
The defense is so concerned with the play downfield, they fail to account for the quarterback and his ability to make plays like this with his feet. Not only does he pick up a first down, but he steps out, buys him a little bit more time to kind of regroup for this next play.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So here we go. Spot the ball at the 33. This is a 50-yard game-winning field goal attempt. Can he do it? And the field goal unit coming on the field now. What a moment for this kicker. A chance to put his team on top in the final minutes of this game. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime here just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite. See if we can get to that third series in these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Direct snap. Breaks an open space. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
Christian, the spread era over the years years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So here we come up on 3rd and short now. This defense trying to get a stop and force a field goal try here in OT. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Sorsby. Makes the grab. A chance to score. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
What a job by this defense to come up with that stop. Good job of pressuring the quarterback. And now, big decision for this offense in overtime. Do you go for it to try to eventually get the touchdown, or do you settle for 3 in the field goal?
So here we go, 4th and long. This offense looking for a miracle here in overtime. Fourth down, look at a throw for it. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Oh, and they've stopped him short. That's a huge defensive stand on 4th down and OT.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
So this defense now needs to come up with something special to make a play to stay in this game in OT. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Second down after that run on the previous play. And now a carry here for the fullback. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Interesting call here. 3rd and medium in overtime. Will they just play it safe and set the kicker up for a field goal try to win it? And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Here we go. We'll set up for a potential walk-off game-winning field goal. Now the defense calls timeout, trying to get organized and come up with a stop here in overtime. So we'll set him now for a field goal to win the game, a moment every kicker dreams about. He got it! A walk-off winner in overtime.